Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Sherwood Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 6 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, uh, August 7th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you as I always do. So first off, looking at active listing activity. Last week I show in Sherwood, there was 11 new listings that came on the market. Kind of in midpoint of kind of where it's been over the past 6 weeks, up from a low of 4 the week prior. End of the week with 62 homes on the market as of the end of this last week, which you can kind of see is down a couple from the week prior. Kind of had a high of 71 3 weeks back, a low of 58 to kind of start the period here. Median list price and the days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see that's been kind of trending down. It had a high of 771 6 weeks ago, and this last week kind of had a low for the 6 week at 725. So prices, the median list price has been coming down over the past 6 weeks in Sherwood. The days on market has been kind of coming up here over the past month. We were a low of 24 4 weeks back, and this last week came in at 34. So on average, homes are kind of staying on the market longer than they were, certainly longer than they were here a few months back. And moving along to the pending sales. This last week I showed we had 9 new pendings in Sherwood. You can kind of see that's roughly kind of in the middle of where it's been. Had 7 the week prior. End of the week with 61 homes in total in pending status, which you can kind of see that's been dropping over the past 6 weeks. We had 72 here about a month ago, and it's come down kind of 4 straight weeks now to 61. Median price and days on market for those pending listings, that has been headed up in terms of both the price as well as days on market. As you can kind of see, had a low of 731, and this last week came in 807 was the median price for the pending sales. And then days on market hit a low of 5 here about 3 weeks back, and it's been coming up last few weeks to 9 days on average this last week. And then finally, we will look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together, I show we had 11 homes recorded as sold last week in Sherwood. That's been fairly steady, as you can kind of see over the past 6 weeks. Between 8 and 13 homes a week have been going into have been closing. And then when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity, that's been holding very steady as well, as you can kind of see here. So this last week came in at 42 homes over the prior 4 weeks has sold. That has been very consistent over the past 5 weeks here. And then the median sold price and days on market, you can kind of see we had a low of 620, a high of 703. This last week came in at 656, up about 20,000 from the week prior. And days on market has been up from where we started. We were at 4 6 weeks ago, got up to 10. This last couple of weeks has been right at 7 days has been the average days on market for the sold listings. And then last, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. Red bars is the weeks of inventory, and you can kind of see, on average, has not moved a whole lot. As you can kind of see, we had a low of 5.9, a high of 6.8. So we've been right around 6 to 7 weeks of inventory here over this whole 6 week period. So, with only 6 weeks of inventory, that's still in my mind very much a seller's market environment. And then the sale price as a percent of the list, that has trended down. So prices, or I should say bidding wars are not quite as prevalent as they were, in months prior. We were at about 105% here 6 weeks ago. Last 2 weeks, we've been holding right at just under 101% of the asking price. So, prices are still holding up well for sellers, but not quite the intensity that we saw, months back in terms of sale prices. So So hope that weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to see if my 16 plus years of experience and local market knowledge could be a great fit for you and what you're looking to possibly do. So don't hesitate to give me a call at 503-680-2065. Be happy to talk with you more about what's happening in the market and your particular situation. So always appreciate any likes, comments, and subscribes. If you're seeing this on YouTube, please subscribe and follow along. It's a great way for you to kind of track the market on a week by week basis. So as always, I appreciate your watching and have a fantastic day.